we'll see Tom Brady and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers taking on Philip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts.
On the Gulf Coast of Florida at Raymond James Stadium, just north of Tampa. With the echoes of cannon blast still ringing in our ears from the north end zone, the Bucs were introduced a moment ago, and they are all set as their guys will do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he opts to not bring this one out. The first drive will start at the 25. Colts ready to go to work here offensively. And it is Philip Rivers, their veteran quarterback and longtime Charger, who will be under center.
One way you become the all-time leading passer for your team is pure talent, and Philip Rivers has plenty of that. But there's also dedication to your craft and the willingness to get better all the time. Philip Rivers has a van set up with a driver so that when he goes to and from practice, he's able to watch tape and find ways to improve his mechanics each and every day.
Rivers on first down. This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates. 2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now it's Hines. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
He's brought down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
He's tackled.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
River.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Bucs are going to take over 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. So here are the Bucs now to take over for the first time. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff. No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And now this pass brought in by Brown. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a
Jones hit and the ball's out. And the Colts pick it up. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. He was trying to do anything he could to get that final little bit for the first down. Instead, he lost the ball.
Yeah, and he was short of the first down, but not by much. Trying his best, as you noted, to get there.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
Caught left side by Hilton. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Rivers hands this one to Mack. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On 3rd down, Rivers.
The pass underneath. Here's Hines with it.
And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. That one good for only 6, and it leaves them with a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They're still in search of an initial first down as they come up here 1st and 10. Throwing now is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
He finds an opening past the 40, and he takes it all the way up to the 47. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid game.
Brady now on 1st down. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on 1st down. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 34-yard line.
Now Brady. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they'll get him to the ground, and he has another first down at the Colts' 12-yard line. There at 22. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll run it. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Indy set to go on offense once more. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
7 brings up 2nd and 3 at the 30.
This is Hines. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
The ball carrier.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
First down, Rivers. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up 2nd down.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
On 2nd down, Rivers again. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9. Going for the deep ball. This is caught at the 20. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big gain of 39 on 3rd.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10. At the Buccaneers 20.
They'll run it out of the gun with Mack. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19.
That's the end of the first quarter.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Colts on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Working out of the gun, Rivers. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. Jack Doyle there to make the grab. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Now for the point after.
For the extra point.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards, and it culminates in an Indianapolis touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Back now comes Tampa Bay. And that last touchdown drive they had very balanced. How key is that balance?
It's huge because most of the time when we talk about balance is run, pass, almost 50-50. But most of the times when you go to offensive coaches, they say balance is we do what we want when we want to. And that means that they're keeping them on their heels.
Yeah, they imposed their will on that last drive. Here's a throw caught by Gronkowski. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Brady's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 40. A gain there of 21 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
Brady going to throw. Pass complete to his receiver, Godwin. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 28. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a gain of 16, 1st down Tampa Bay.
Well, we can talk about it like it's just a basic route, but how about the timing on this one? Lined up on the right, runs a deep in route, and how about the throw? Right on the money. Bam, puts it right in there and on his hands. Nice completion, really good pickup.
On 1st down, Brady. He's got it. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's all finished off with a touchdown by Tampa Bay.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And this carries into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colt offense and T.Y. Hilton making their way back out. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. And he pushes through a would-be tackler to get about 3 yards, second down. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
And 7.
On second down, here's the option.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Jason Pierre.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he is going to have a Colts first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him old reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down. Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
He'll keep it himself.
Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. And it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on. Much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Brady.
To Evans on the slant.
And he's taken down inside the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
When Mike Evans sees man coverage, I don't think he's the only guy who gets excited. I'll guarantee the guy throwing the ball does, because guess what? He's got a lot of options about where to place it because of Mike Evans' size and frame.
That's complete to his running back, Evans.
And they'll get this down to the 10. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion. He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here, not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
The Colts D sticking to their assignments, and that brings up 4th. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
A 24-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
Colts 7.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Marlon Mack now heading back out there. He's just been looking for some space. I'm not going to pin it on him or the offensive line, but they need to get this run game going better.
Sometimes you just have to credit the defense. They came in with a plan themselves. So I think now you try and mix things up a little bit. Get the ball in the hands of some other people, find some other playmakers, but always let the defense believe that he's still a threat.
I was going to say, don't forget. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The sack by the Super Bowl champion and Pro Bowler Jason Pierre-Paul.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Rivers. On the right side, it's Hilton with a catch. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
To number 13.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And he is going to have a Colts first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
So how would you describe that one, partner? Workmanlike right there, getting that first down, blue-collar type football?
Yeah, only needed 3, got 4, just enough. I like workmanlike.
I think it's pretty cool myself. Everything doesn't have to be high glamour in this game.
Rivers with a throw complete to Hilton. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
13, T.Y. Hilton. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on 2nd down. Rivers. He's got Jack Doyle. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
First down.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Rivers on the money, complete.
Rivers.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. They'll throw again, Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield.
Rivers.
No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down.
That's a nice job defensively to make sure everyone was accounted for because ordinarily you pick up the guys downfield and sometimes you forget about the running back. In this case, they did not and dropped him for no gain.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A gain of 11 that time and a Colts first down.
Indianapolis.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. Well, plays like this are critical to keep drives going. If points result, we'll call this play significant.
And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, it's Rivers. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. From the 3, 2nd and a yard. To the air again here, Rivers. And he's got his man. It's Hilton for the Colts touchdown.
Complete to number 13.
A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Colts have got it back to a 1-score game.
Rodrigo Blankenship for the extra point.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment and you have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better, and I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. Taking it about the 1. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
And Tampa Bay trots out there now.
You're under a minute to go here in the half. Field position not really in your favor, but still time to try and move the ball and get in field goal range.
Yeah, you've got the lead. It's definitely a thought. Let's go ahead and try and increase it. But at the same time, I don't like the odds. I don't like where they are on the field. Got the lead. They've done well in the first half. Don't mess it up and go into halftime looking at each other wondering what if.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette.
Got an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down.
Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Brady. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Got out of the pocket, didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it, live to fight another down.
Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. 16 yards, a 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So they had the big loss on that 1st down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Now Brady again. Looking downfield for Godwin. Into a double team and it's intercepted. Xavier Rhodes with a pick. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
To Naheem Hines. Out of bounds at the 44-yard line. A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Rivers to throw it. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go.
Jack Doyle, incomplete.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Final play of the half, Rivers. He's going to float this over the middle, deep. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
His guys lead, though by only a field goal. Still anybody's game. As we send it back to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
When the offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Shotgun now for Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another 1st down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not much there, only a yard.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he is going to lose yardage here. Minus 9 yards on the play, and now it's 3rd down.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, it's Brady. And that is incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
So possession goes over here on the punt. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Their defense just came up with a stop right out of the locker room, and now can the offense take advantage?
Yeah, we don't want to turn this into something that it's not. It's only a 1-score game, so it's not exactly a crucial possession. But at the same time, they'd like to get things started and at least come away with 3 points.
5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20-yard line.
2nd and 5 now. Rivers, middle of the field to the tight end Doyle. And down he'll go at the 25. 5, good enough for the 1st down.
The Colts, 1st down.
From the gun, Rivers. That's complete to Hines out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover it before he gets going.
He was looking for Michael Pittman that time. And it's 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The ball carrier.
9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
They'll go again here with Mack. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe they'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
To the 48-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
3rd and short yardage, Rivers. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he is going to have a Colts first down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well. Now a carry for Mack. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. On 2nd down and 4, Rivers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 7 yards there and a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and a yard. At the Buck 17-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Rivers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line.
Rivers pass.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2. At the 2-yard line.
Rivers going to give this one to Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor.
We always talk about good down and distance, allowing offenses to expand their playbook. Well, 2nd and 2, that means your playbook's wide open. You can run just about anything. But a lot of times, the play caller, he just looks down at his sheet, sees the short yardage runs, and goes to one of those.
They'll run it with Mack. And no signal yet. I don't think he got in. He didn't. They'll mark him at the 1. Call it no gain, and it's going to be 2nd and goal. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jack Doyle, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Colts are going to jump back in front. That's an old-fashioned death march there, partner. Took them a lot of plays, but hey, they did the job.
And the defense always preaches getting off the field, making a play, and turning it back over to their own offense. Unable to do so. A long, sustained drive by the offense.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're march off another 15 against your squad.
After the penalty, it's Jones. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Back now in Tampa. We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game. 1st and 10 here. Brady's throw there complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Buccaneers have once again taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter, and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. On 1st and 10, Rivers. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds and incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball has been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Rivers. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
He's got his target. That's Zach Pascal. And he'll take this across the 25 before going out of bounds. Despite a pickup of 16, they're still well short of the sticks on 4th. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. The 41-yard punt, 9 on the return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Back now comes Tampa Bay. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
The 39-yard line.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw. That's caught by Howard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Boy, tight game like this, fourth quarter, personal foul penalties, no.
Yeah, we know the emotions are running high. The tensions are the same. Who can control them best could ultimately win it.
Brady now on first down. He'll drop this underneath for Jones. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Brady's throw complete there to Evans. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Brady to Evans that time. First down, Tampa.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. This is caught. Gronkowski. And the Buccaneers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead.
Well, 3 scores in this game. I think that deserves some type of a broad gesture. I know in hockey, that's called a hat trick, and people throw their hats out on the ice. What about us? What can we do for this guy?
Well, if I'm his teammates, I'm buying him a little steak dinner tonight, right? At least a skirt steak, probably a filet.
Ooh, you're going big. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, skirt is minimum. Filet at maximum.
You can't give the guy a skirt steak. He scores 3 times.
Filet, 10 ounce, 16 ounce.
Porterhouse.
Extra point put through by Suckup. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. And now Indianapolis set to take the field. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Rivers going to bring the Colts up first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. And from the shotgun, he'll throw. He'll get this one to Pittman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Doesn't necessarily need a touchdown. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rivers. They'll find Hines out of the backfield. They'll contain him to just 4, second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 3 yards the gain there, second down. To the air again here, Rivers.
He'll get that one to Taylor, complete.
He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. What a throw right there for the first down. He has taken some real punishment in this game, but still standing in the pocket completing that one.
He's a flat-out warrior. There's no question about that. How about him stepping up into the teeth of the rush and delivering there for that big strike and that big pickup?
Rivers here on target to Pascal.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
To Zach Pascal. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 18-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Again, it's Rivers. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
What's the deal, y'all?
So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Blankenship's kick is good.
And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Buccaneers 31.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Jadon Mickens on the return. The Bucs take over 1st and 10. At their own 31.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They've been rolling the last couple of drives, each inning in touchdowns. So this game is flipped. They were down. Now they're up with the football. We'll see how they handle it.
Can we get a spy on the headset now between the head coach and offensive coordinator? They've been in attack mode. Had to get back into the game. Now they have the lead. Do you stay on the attack, or do you dial it back a little bit to try and protect this lead?
Well, my cop-out answer would be somewhere in the middle. I think it's going to be a fine line, is it not?
I think you're exactly right, but I do think if they can stay aggressive and keep them on their heels, they'll be best served that way.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And they take a knee. Victory formation now for the Buccaneers. Down to a knee they go. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down. Brady will take a knee here, and that should just about do it.
Partner, they took a knee to finish this one off. To me, that's the only thing they lost in the fourth quarter. How about that comeback?
Yeah, trailed coming into the last frame. Got it done, taking the knee. Here's Bradley Pinion now as he's on to punt for Tampa Bay. So time has run out on what will be a Tampa Bay victory. And it took a big fourth quarter to do it, but they were able to get the job done, and that's the bottom line.
No doubt about it. And let's face it, they had to be more than nervous in the fourth quarter. But a lot of that was their own doing. I think you observed during the game, their energy level just didn't seem to be there. But in the fourth quarter, somehow they dug deep and found that extra bit, right? That reserve tank. They hauled it out. Offense scored some points. Defense held them. And lo and behold, they walk away with a win. Maybe expend a little more energy than they expected to, but they'll take it.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Bucs are winners here as we say so long from Tampa.